I'm going to quickly move on to Andrew from who's our planning officer for North Stowe.
Yeah, hi everybody. It's been a while. Lovely to see everybody that's on the call. Obviously, I can't see you all in person. Just to say, it's just me now. James Tipping, who was helping me out on phase one, has unfortunately had to, got another job. Lucky him. So in the last last few weeks or so, since he left, I basically picked up phase one since the beginning of the new year. Some of that I've already been in contact with Taylor Wimpey about the depot and their drains, and also in contact with Lyndon on both their drains, and also our tree officer's been around looking at some of the trees as well. So those trees, some trees were already replaced back in the end of November 2019, beginning of 2020. Some more, it looks like there's been some failings there, and I think there's been some other failings as well. I'm working with my with the tree officers in a socially distanced lockdown situation as much as we can to get all those kind of problems sorted. I saw some of the questions that came through, the concern about two towns. I don't think of it as two towns, so to speak. It's think of it as an evolution. Obviously, if planning permission was granted for or submitted in 2012 for phase one and approved in 2014, phase two was approved in 2017, and if we built like we did in 2012, then there's already been a massive evolution in construction techniques, housing design, and all sorts of things. So again, it will be an evolution over the period of time, and certainly if we build like we did in 2012, how we build in 2040, I imagine there will be a big difference in housing design and house types. So it will be an evolution over time, and that will be part of a natural growth of any town and villages. There's an evolution over the course of time. Some of the other things, biodiversity net gain reports, some people have been asking and expressing an interest in that. I will work with the L&Q and Homes England to bring together that and really show how that's being done. I know some of the house builders haven't yet implemented all their bat and bird boxes, so we're working again with colleagues to get that installed. So there was a question about why do we install a bowls pitch on phase one when we're supposed to be all young and healthy and active. Well, Bowls England are who are the administrators, not a million miles away from me in Leamington Spa. They are trying to encourage a much younger age group, and actually in terms of social cohesion and actual community engagement, it's very good for all family. So young and old can play together, and all the other kind of things. So it's actually very good sport for mixing of young and old age groups. It's also a requirement of Sport England to actually have the full range of sports. We will have cricket, we will have angling in the water park, certainly in phase two. I remember doing the designs of the water park on phase two, and that had some angling kind of platforms. There's tennis, netball, skate park, bike BMX park, all sorts of things. The full range of sport will be catered for within the whole town. Obviously they'll come at different points, and as we said, phase two will have a cricket pitch as well. Dean keeps telling me that's the same size as Lord's. I wait to I haven't actually paced out Lord's myself, but I do dream of playing there one day. In terms of other things, the maintenance strategy, somebody said how long does it go on for and what involvement the town council have. The maintenance strategy, which is part of section 106, goes on for 10 years. The town council become part of the steering group when they're appointed. So that will be a continued discussion. Obviously at the end of that 10 years, then the town council will have a decision as to who then takes it on. What happened in Camborne is the town council then themselves took on a series of committee of landscaping and do it themselves. Again, that's a discussion for down the line. EV charging points, yes, space is left. That's what we call passive design for that. Whilst it is mainly me, There are 2 case officers, one for Digital Park and one for Endurance Estates. I sit in the background and I don't twiddle my thumbs, but I do get involved in some of the kind of discussions and certainly providing some of the background to North Stowe. Phase 2B, I'm afraid that's me. Sorry, it's all good. I've got to pick that one up. Talking of some of the drainage problems as well, Urban Splash, I understand a drainage kind of solution is being installed on their site in this week coming, but obviously that does cater also, they have swales and a number of drainage solutions. The site, there's no soil being imported onto the site, it's just been levelled and made sure it's capable of that development platform. Yeah, I think that's roughly it from me, because there's been so many questions. But if there are any more, I'm here. Don't try and email James Tipping, he's no longer here. So his email, it doesn't get forwarded on. If you want to email anybody, email me. Sorry.
We'll make sure we pass on any emails that that Andrew needs to see as well. Andrew's great for getting back to us with questions. Right.